Yeah, it's your girl Chyna Blakk. They like to call me CB man. Okay, if you have not already, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Share if you effing with a queen. All right, and we gonna hit them with the motherfucking intro. Hopefully you can hear it, but we gonna see. We'll find out later. Let's go.
CHYNA TOWN. Yeah, y'all remember two-step killer, 4 for 11, but I swear I'm much bigger.
Got it. Can't lie, still cocky, man. No doubt about it. Okay, as you come in, let me know if the sound is good. Okay, if I sound good, if the intro played. If it didn't, oh well, motherfuckers, y'all know who I am. CHYNA BLAKK. If you would like to join, okay. And first of all, I'm already fucking slurring this shit because I didn't have some henny, okay. Henny give you plenty, okay. If you would like to join, I have put in the StreamYard share link and stuff like that. If you would like to join, tonight's topic is about cheating. Okay, welcome to Chinatown. We are talking about our situations. What up, Ray's Realm? Let me know if the sound is good. Put the hashtag CB man. Thank you for putting CB man in the motherfucking comments. Ray, how are you doing as far as this quarantine? Okay. If you would like to join and would like to give your experience on why you cheated, that is the topic for today. Okay. We are talking about why did you cheat? As you were in your relationship, we're not talking about sliding. We're not talking about um being a mistress. Maybe we can talk about those type of things. But I want to know y'all experience on why you cheated. There's a reason behind that situation. People don't just cheat for no reason. We know that for sure. They say that a lot of women, okay, what up, Zahir? If I'm am I saying it right? Zaire. CB man, that's what he put in the motherfucking comments. Shout out to you. You've been doing your thing on TikTok. I need to actually do a behind the scenes because I tried to do TikTok today and it's not as easy as I thought. So I kind of need some help on that. Okay, so make sure you hit me up. Okay, everybody that's coming in, put where you are from. Madam here from Philly. What up, Madam? Me and Madam actually did Bad Guy 3 together. I believe she was on part 1 and 2, so make sure y'all check that out on Amazon.com. Okay, if you are just coming in, please put where you're from. We on the west side of Philly, west side. Okay, the sound is good, but the video is a little flip phonish. Okay, so maybe the video is a little bit delayed. Let me go check on YouTube. What up, Benny Blunt? My mom is actually calling me right now. Hey, mom. I'm actually in the middle of a live, so I kind of gotta call you back. All right. Okay. All right. That was Mom Duke's calling. Me and her actually not been beefing lately, even though that's none of y'all business. But we've been actually going through something. I've been kind of distance towards her, but we actually just lost a family member. So no matter what happens, there's so much going on. If you have a family member that you have lost, you gotta talk to your family. You gotta see how everybody is doing. So I'll definitely be calling moms back, okay? Even if I don't motherfucking feel like it, okay? It looked good on your end. Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in. What up, Benny Blanc? Benny Blanc was one of those. Okay, I'm thinking of a Benny Blanc, a different Benny Blanc. Okay, yes, it was it was bad guy fan. Yes, yes, yes. So we up in here. So everybody coming that's coming in, put your where you're from and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can get through this without y'all cussing me out from slurring. Because again, like I said, I have had some henny already. Okay, we are continuing on to celebrate 420, and this episode is sponsored by Exclusive. Okay, thanks for the gear. Happy as fuck is what it says on my shirt. Okay, I definitely did brush my hair today. Okay, put a little makeup on for y'all, so hopefully everything works out as far as this video. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I definitely did lose one of my cousins. He was a little he was a little shout out, you know. My cousin Rob, he's actually I call him Uncle Rob, even though he's not my real uncle. Him and my mom is really close, so I'm praying that she get through this. Like I say, even though me and her been going through whatever we going through, it's no um it's no feeling like losing a loved one. So that's something that I had to put my pride aside, and I had to, you know, check up on my mom. We definitely lost someone very, very close to us that I grew up with. Again, that wasn't my uncle, but I call him Uncle Rob. Um, he was very essential as far as my pregnancy. I remember when I was pregnant and I had to stay at my aunt's house, and the burgers he would make, the cookies he would make for me is something that I would never forget. How he was so funny, like we would bid off of him. Um, One time, you know, he called my aunt and left a message on her answer machine and was like, you know, call me back. Yeah, you want your punk ass $10. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got that one cousin that you loan money to all the time and shit, but it's a punk ass $10 or $20 when he gotta give it back. He was one of those cousins, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we loved him, he was family, and he no longer has to suffer. That's all I can, you know, say about that situation. I deal with death differently from a lot of people. Um, you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna move on to the topic of tonight. We are talking about cheating, and I would like y'all experience. If y'all want to call up, if y'all want to just put in the comments, I would like to know y'all experience on cheating and why you cheated. Okay, why is everyone drinking? I'm hitting the two roads double IPA. Okay, got the IPA popping. I seen it on Facebook. He was known. My uncle Rob, yeah, he was known. He was definitely known from a lot of people. He was shot the fuck out. Most of the people in my family are shot out. Okay, he's actually one of the examples of why I don't drink Coke 45. Okay, a lot of my family members that I grew up with, they have a lot of Caucasian in them, and I feel like Caucasians don't react well to Coke 45. Okay, so when you got half of that shit and then half black, I don't think that work well together. You know, so yeah, so rest in peace to him. He's no longer has to suffer. He did leave a lot of people, a lot of children behind. Um, I pray that they live their journeys, you know, and understand that their father loved him and that he went through a lot in his childhood, which was why he was the father that he was. And but I we leave some, you know, we think about the good memories, and that's all we should think about. The funeral will be May 1st, and I'm definitely going to come. But yeah, come on, let's move on to the next topic because I don't want to get sad. Let's talk about why y'all cheated, man. I want y'all to give me y'all opinion on why y'all cheated. Okay, I'm going to give my story on why I cheated when I was in my situation. Okay, now those that know me know that I am definitely a part of the LGBTQ, whether how people feel about it, whether you disagree or you agree with it or whatever the case may be. I'm living my life. My shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay. So, and I'm bringing that up because I'm going to give two examples of when I did cheat. Okay. So the situation that I had when I did cheat the first time. What up, Lily? Glad to see you, honey. Glad to see you. Yay! So we got some women perspective. Okay, so I'm gonna give my story on why I cheated or when I did cheat. Okay, so I was messing with "Don't Come for Me." Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, so I was in a relationship with somebody, and I always got people behind me that's telling me what to say and what not to say because y'all know I be drawing, so I gotta have my partners behind me on telling me what's okay and what's not. Okay, so I was about 17, 18 years old, around 17 years old, and I was messing with somebody, and it was a girl at the time, and this was kind of my real gay relationship. Okay, like I knew that I always liked girls since I was really young. Like I knew that I liked girls before I knew that I liked women. I mean, as far as men, I knew I liked women before I liked men. Like I knew that it was something about a woman that I really loved before I even kissed a man. So I wound up messing with, s- um, I wound up messing with the woman. Okay, and in the relationship, it was more about not necessarily being in a relationship, but my loyalty was there. Okay. I'm trying to set it up for y'all where y'all can understand why I did what I did. Okay. So I was in this relationship and I was with a woman, and we would have, sexual intercourse and stuff like that, but it was a woman. Okay. Now I cheated with a guy. Okay. And the person that I was with at that time, after it happened, I wound up going around this person. We wound up going out to eat or whatever. And he knew, well, I'm sorry, she knew that I had cheated. Okay. And let me tell you my reasons why. I cheated because the relationship that I had with this woman, it was, when you're in a LGBT relationship, as far as like, putting a strap on and stuff like that, it was more of that relationship. Yes, the head was good. Okay. The head was great. Okay. But it was a difference where it's a dildo as opposed to a real penis. I cheated because I felt like this person can never feel what I honestly feel like. What I'm giving me, the warmness of me and stuff like that. It was a dildo that was cold as shit, okay, that did not feel like a real penis, which I felt like I wanted that feeling again. So that was why I cheated in my relationship at that time. Okay, I was yearning for more. So even when, even though it wasn't a, when it happened, it wasn't a penetration. It was more of like our bodies touching or whatever the case may be. No, he didn't stick it in, but it was more of us rubbing our bodies against each other. Like you can get you can get some diseases from just rubbing your vagina against a motherfucking penis. Okay, whether you penetrate now, it's a lot of fluids and shit running around and shit, germs and all of that. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like in a sense it still was a cheating situation, whether this person penetrated me or not. And I understand now that I was yearning for more. Like, yes, I love women, but there's still more that I want. Okay. It was more of the feeling of you can feel exactly how I feel. Like you can't, a lesbian or a female child with a strap on can't feel how warm a vagina is. It's just not like you can't, like that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that was the reason why I cheated. I wanted something more. Okay. Now I felt very, very bad about the situation. And I feel like as a woman, you're able to see more signs, or not even just a woman, but if you're into this person and you care about them, or you understand their body more than they understand it, meaning like say you're in a relationship where like some men they pay more attention to detail. Some women, more women pay attention to detail more in my experience. That's why you have certain women that will, they like having sexual intercourse with the women because they feel like the woman knows a little bit more about their body. Because you have some men that they're just trying to get off. It's not more about, oh, if his woman is getting off or whatever case, they don't care about paying attention to that. But when you have a significant other that pays attention more to you, they know when you have cheated. Same way again, this person, this woman that I was with, she knew that I cheated from the gumba. She knew that I cheated. I didn't have to say nothing. My body was different. My my interaction with this person was different. Okay, but I understand now again that I cheated because I understood that you can't feel me. You can't feel how warm I am. You can't feel how wet I'm getting because this ain't a real dick, bitch. This ain't no pee pee for you. Let me read some of the comments so I can figure out my next, segue. I cheated. I never cheated, but I was cheated on because she said I just up and stopped having sex with her. So okay. So madam, we just had this conversation on Instagram. She felt like you wasn't having sex with her, but you felt like she was lying. So I understand the trust being lost. So then was like, I can't even trust you, bitch. I don't want to fuck with you now. I'm not even attracted to you. I stopped because she kept getting caught in lies, which turned me off. Yeah, that would be a turn off. Um, I cheated in my first relationship. Lily, why did you cheat? If you still in the chat, why did you cheat? Why do you think you cheated in that relationship? I stopped because she kept getting caught in lies with somebody. Right? I flirt a lot, and a lot of people say that's cheating. I don't think it's cheating. Okay, and I understand that because everybody have their own definition of cheating. I'm gonna give y'all another example too in a second. I cheated when I was in my early 20s. We were together about 7 years. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? I cheated when I was in my early 20s. We were together for 7 years and I was begging for more time. After a while, I stopped asking for more time and started entertaining other men. So you saying that you cheated because you felt like you wasn't getting enough attention, Lily? Rubber and cyber holds a different feeling. Okay? Dry humping. Okay? So Lily, again, if you still in here, give me your reason on why you felt like you wasn't getting enough attention. Because okay, so this is another example, right? Everybody have their own different definition. Well, I wouldn't say everybody, but there's in every relationship, somebody can try to justify cheating. A motherfucker can say, like, you have some females that be like, oh, I had sex with a girl or one of my best friends, but it wasn't cheating because it was a girl. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. That's still cheating, especially if that nigga didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so I'm gonna give you another example, right? So with my husband, right? Like I said, I like women. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning of our relationship, I did something which I thought, okay, in the back of my mind, I knew it was wrong because if I didn't think that it was wrong, I would have said something as soon as it happened, right? Right? Because we have common sense as adults now, right? So I didn't tell him until later on, years later. Okay, so in the beginning of our relationship, I went out with my girls or whatever, and that was one of the things that I didn't understand. When we got into our relationship, I didn't understand the fact that okay, I'm in a relationship, going to bars, doing different things is not acceptable. I'm still coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning, crawling up the steps, thinking that everything is cool. Like it is what it is, right? But I don't understand. I don't understand the fact that okay, bitch, if you at the bars, what are you looking for at the bars? What could be at the bars? I'm not thinking it, right? So, long story longer, shout out to Eat a Hustle. I wound up being all drunk or whatever and doing some freaky stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing to one of my friends that I grew up with. Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I wound up like licking her nipples or whatever the case may be because the nipple piercing is kind of cool, whatever the case may be. I wanted to know what that shit tastes like. Like, do it taste like metal and shit? Like, what the fuck this shit taste like? But I was in a relationship at the time. Okay, this is the beginning of my relationship. Here, babe. So nothing happened. Again, I don't say nothing, but I tell him years later because obviously I understand now that that was something that was disrespectful to him. You know what I'm saying? But I understand now later on that in my mind, I'm still holding on the fear of being myself towards a motherfucker that actually accepts me for myself. Let me tell you why. Because again, I love women, right? When I was in a relationship with my child's father, that intimidated him. So for me, I don't know how to. I'm afraid to approach the situation to be like, oh shit, she might want to join us or whatever the case. I might can set this up. I'm still in my mind. I'm still afraid of him even knowing or him even, you know what I'm saying, having the opportunity or me giving him the opportunity to accept me for being like, oh, I did some shit with such and such or whatever the case may be. I didn't know how to approach the situation because I don't want him to say no. I don't want him to see me as, oh, I like both. Why can't you accept me for ours? Because I am used to a motherfucker feeling like they're intimidated by the fact that I like both. But I only know that now. You know what I'm saying? But again, in my mind, I know right from wrong. I knew that was disrespectful to him. But if I would have been honest, you know what I'm saying? Who knows where that would have gone? Where that have gone? If I would have been honest to be able to say, "Oh, I did this," she with the shit. We probably would have set some shit up. We probably would have been good. You know what I'm saying? But we have to understand where this shit comes from. Like you have some people in situations again where they just like the fact that this bitch just do some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like again, as we're in relationships as females, we put a lot of that shit on ourselves, or we probably put a lot of it as, oh, he don't love me no more. A man can stick his dick in a wall and it don't mean nothing. A motherfucker can just get his stuff off. When we start learning or realizing as women that it's about a visual thing, it's about, you get what I'm saying, the connection that you have, because it's funny to me because I have met some men who have married their wives specifically because this is this is the normal thing that they think that a wife is supposed to be. They think that a wife is not supposed to be nasty, freaky, or you get what I'm saying, on some Boris type time or whatever the case may be. So they'll have their wife be, oh, the missionary, the one that they give the missionary to, but have Shaniqua in a block that you just paint all over her motherfucking face. But yet your wife is still stuck on, well, what's different between me and her? What am I not doing? Having her feel like she's less than, or feeling like she's not, you don't, or that she, you know what I'm saying? Like that, what don't, what don't she do? That she's not enough for you. And all in all, it don't have nothing to do with her. She do what she's supposed to do. She take care of the kids. She take care of the household. She makes sure, oh shit. She makes sure that you got a good home meal, whatever the case may be. The bitch Shaniqua down the block don't even know how to cook or nothing. But yeah, she can slob all down these motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Give you all of this nasty stuff. But again, what is more important to you? Okay, I'm gonna read some of the comments. If I were to cheat, it would be more because I'm petty, but I tend to take things overboard. Everyone cheats, don't bring it home or be disrespectful with it. We only human. Fun drunk shit don't count. Hey, did you tell him you like women in the beginning? As far as my baby father, yes, my baby father knew. If you're talking about my baby father, yes, he already knew. But I feel like that was that the shit that he was going through. It ain't have nothing to do with me. Like he was already intimidated. He was already jealous and envious, and couldn't really face himself in the mirror. He wasn't okay with himself. So anything that I did, it didn't have nothing to do with me. What's up, China? Is Sam. What up, Sam? The tune up. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. Sounding good. How do you call in? You call in, you can go through this joint right here. Just do the stream. That's the link right there. So, okay. So, what was I saying? Here, babe. Because I'm already on. I done spilled my drink. So, yeah, man. So, if anybody want to tune in and talk about the reasons why y'all cheated, but yes, I did tell my baby father that I did like women. Um, but like I said, even when I what I said in the beginning, there are the men know exactly what they want. Okay, same way women know if they're going to sleep with you the first couple minutes that they're with you, their first encounter that they have with you. They know if they're going to sleep with you or not. But I believe that there's when you're talking about marriage and you're talking about cheating and stuff like that, a lot of the problems come as far as not being able to communicate. Okay. And I understand that being as though when I give the example of being with my baby father, I thought I gave my all to him. Okay, I'm talking about trying outfits on, having the different outfits for him. Him knowing that I like women, even though he was intimidated by that. I thought I gave my all, money wise and stuff like that. But there was something that I couldn't fulfill that had nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like his third baby mama, which I'm number two, his third baby mom got pregnant on the couch. And I even asked him, like, what is the difference, like, between your baby moms? Like, these bitches hate me because I'm pretty much the third one. I'm skinny. You know what I'm saying? I'm the smallest baby mom. I'm skinny. I'm the prettiest out of everybody. Like he got two out of four that are, you know what I'm saying, okay, or whatever the case may be. And the other one is just like, okay, where the fuck did you find him? Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I questioned that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to know what I did wrong or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the difference? Is it because she had titties or whatever the case may be? But one thing that I understand that sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But I also have gone through my experience and understand that men, they not asking for a lot. These niggas just want to be able to play their games, okay? They just want sex, okay? And they want a good meal. That's all they want. They don't want nothing beyond that, okay? Nothing beyond that. But when you given all of that, okay? Because even as women, can you give all of that? Because we want to do so much more today. You know what I'm saying? Like before us working and all of that, it was a time where the wife literally or the woman just took care of the house. She took care of the kids. She was to please her man. That was what she was supposed to do. But now that we're working and we want to do these different things, we want to go to school, we want to work, we want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to have different careers. We want to have hobbies. We want to have kids and we want to do all of that. We can't do everything. We can't do everything, right? So some things are going to get neglected. Either the kids are going to get neglected, sex is going to get neglected. You feel what I'm saying? But the communication is the most important part, because you can say, okay, in the honeymoon stage, okay, it was all freaky, we was doing all this and we was doing that. Years down the line, your body changed. But when are we having these conversations? When are we having these conversations where you're going to your partner and you're saying, hey man, or I ain't listen, I'm tired of jerking off. Okay. I done gone in this bathroom enough times. Okay. When some shit gonna happen? When we gonna have our night? Okay. Are we having these conversations, or are we just, our responses are, we're just going to the next person that can please us? Or are we having these conversations and as women, our reactions are, well, what the fuck? You want me to do everything? Are we acknowledging that? Are we taking into consideration, okay, maybe, okay, there's a lot that I'm trying to do. I hear him. And if I don't want him to go mess with Shaquilla down the street, oh, I need to do something. Because motherfuckers look at me and be mad and be not, I wouldn't even say mad, but even just like confused at my situation, because I have the mindset of, in my relationship, I have the mindset of pleasing my partner or pleasing my significant other and making sure that he's happy and our house is happy is the most important part. So I understand that there are times where I don't want him to touch me. There are times where I don't I don't feel like doing a motherfucking thing. Okay? So there's times where I will I am not even times, but I am 100% open to bringing someone else in that I know. Okay? I'm 100% okay with that. I'm okay with being open to us talking about it and being able to say, "Hey, motherfucker. Hey, we might have to bring somebody else in here cuz a bitch is tired." Okay? Now we got Sam coming in. Sam just came in the building. Let's see what he has to talk about. What up, Sam?
Yo,
Sam,
yo,
what's
what's
good? Number
up?
1, what's good?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just came across your channel and everything. Let me see what this girl talking about. Am I coming in good?
Yeah, you coming in good. You want to talk about the topic today, or you want to refer to what we was just talking about, what I was just saying?
What were you just saying? What were you just saying?
I was talking about, I have friends or just people around me that think I'm crazy for being open to bringing someone or someone that I trust, or someone into my relationship when I don't feel like having sex with my significant other, because my
Ooh.
main goal is to make sure that my partner is happy.
Okay. So I tell you like this, like from a man's perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, honestly. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now, we're all grown people here. We're all adults here. So we can keep it Gucci. It is what it is, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's, most people, they want to have like a monogamous squad. They want to have a side chick or a side dude or whatever. It is what it is. But
Hmm.
if the woman is actually offering to bring either another woman into a relationship while she's with another man, and then all three people can have something going on, maybe that man wouldn't be. That man would probably be okay with it. In my thinking, that's what I think. I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy for wanting that, but I think you said earlier that a lot of men, well, some men, most men, are like insecure. You saw about your baby dad, how insecure he was,
Hmm.
and how he wasn't able to accept that part of you, and you know that, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Some men, they may not be like that. Some men, they don't want. all this extra people in it, which
Right.
in turn, sometimes that could be a way because that could bring on more insecurity because it's like, damn, like, am I not enough? You know,
Right.
you
Right.
really
Right.
need
Right.
another woman here.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, damn, like I thought you just like me, but you really need another woman now? Like, well, what's next? Like, you want to get another dude and another woman in? So I can say like that's probably what was going through his head. He just didn't know how to express it.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I can
So when it
understand.
comes down, right? So when it comes to other dudes, like, and I'm not putting my business out there or whatever, but I did my thing, you know, in my 20s, whatever. You know me from back in the day, China. You know me. Well, as far as the radio show
Right. Right.
and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I had, relationships, I had one night stands, I had a lot of that stuff going on. But the most part is that I think today we live in this society where men and women are very sexualized, very sexualized, um, to the point where it's like it's no filter. You know what I mean? Like you could be with somebody one day and then get your heart broke later on that week. Like that's how crazy it is right now. Like most people don't want to get married anymore. Most people don't want to have a serious relationship anymore. You know what I mean? So when it goes into your topic, why did you cheat? Some people don't even think about cheating. They don't even look at cheating the same way. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I look at cheating as like if you are in this, if you are an exclusive relationship with one person, I've already said, okay, I want to exclusively be with you, or I want to exclusively be with this person. Can we shake on it? Like this is what I want. And if both of you came already to that agreement, and if one of you go outside that agreement, then yes, that's cheating. Whether it's taking down a number for another dude or another chick, or whether it's kissing, whether it's the actual act of of sex. You know what I mean? That's cheating. But if you're in an open relationship, right?
Hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what we're talking about, right?
Well, okay. So my situation is an open. It's not a. I wouldn't say an open relationship because see, my thoughts is I like both. So for me, I always wanted to be able to marry a male and a female. So me, my relationship is completely different from others. I was just giving an example, but
You
the
sure you
main
could do that in America?
huh?
Can you do that in America and marry a
I don't
male and
know
a
if you can
female?
do that in America. That's something that I want to do. And I know that people think that I'm crazy for it. But the main topic is as far as when like you said, in an exclusive relationship, why did you cheat? I want this to be one of those things where we learn, well, we will be able to build. Because again, there's a reason behind it. Even when you think as far as women cheat with a ex-boyfriend, some not just a random motherfucking person, because as far as women, we're more emotional. So our shit is planned out a little bit more. Y'all as males, y'all can stick y'all dick in a wall. You feel what I'm saying? You can go fuck with the random bitch down the street and don't have no ties to her. The problem becomes, like I said, as far as communication. Like if you're not as
Okay.
a wife, if you're not giving me the sloppy toppy, or it's just always the same shit, missionary, whatever the case may be, I
Uh
care
oh.
about your feelings. So I'm not gonna be able to come to you and say, listen, I look at you, you're my precious wife, but Shaniqua down the street, that's a nasty bitch. It ain't got
Oh,
nothing to do with the
oh.
fact that I like her. But as a
Right,
woman,
right.
we're emotional, so we're going to take it as he don't love me. Why would he fuck with that ugly bitch? Da-da-da. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. But that
No, it
nasty
really
bitch
doesn't. It really
has
doesn't.
learned some shit, and it's weird to me because,
Yeah.
like, for some men, you want to marry that precious, that you know what I'm saying, that precious woman
Right, right, right.
that's nothing, but yet if she's a freak, you look at her differently, or as we're in a relationship and now we grow, and maybe as a woman I start looking at different things and I want to experience myself. How do I
Right,
come to
right.
you? How do I come to you and I never done this before, and now I say I want to try something, and then think that you're not going to look at me funny and be like, "Nah, what, hey, bitch, why all of a sudden
All
you want to do all that?
right.
You did that shit with Raheem. You get what I'm saying? Same thing if it was a
Right,
man.
right, right,
Oh,
right.
I want to do it from the back now. We'll never do it from the back. Oh, why all of a sudden you want to do it from the back? Did you do this with the bitch down the street? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a communication issue. How about it's the fact
All
that
day, all
I
day.
just want to try something new with my partner?
Okay, so is this like current or past? It's like you just bringing the past, right?
This is all around the board. This is an open
All
discussion.
around the board. So
That's what
I say it
we
like this. I say it like this. I say it like this. As a man, yes, I've cheated. I've cheated on a few
Okay, but why
girlfriends.
did you cheat when you
And
were in your situation?
I'm about to get it. I'm about to definitely get into it. So here's the thing. Like, as far as I was concerned, it was merely all about opportunity. It was merely opportunity. It was merely like it was no emotion, no feelings, nothing. It was just, oh
What do
wow,
you
okay,
mean? Because you
damn.
could? Because she was throwing it at you?
Be- yes, yes,
Okay,
and yes.
okay.
So, but that's the majority of men. Most men will cheat if they either A can get away with it, or B, um, is no like ties or no emotional ties with this person. Oh, we in the club. Oh, she got fat ass, this, that, the third, blah, blah, blah. Man, she look good. She's twerking. She's doing everything I like. She's doing shit tonight that my wife, my girlfriend don't even do ever. So yes, I'm gonna take this down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I gotta do tonight, and then I figure the rest out tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Is
You
it
know what I mean?
more?
That's how.
So is it more of the? Sorry to cut you off. Is it more
No,
of
no, it's cool.
the adrenaline behind the possibility of getting caught, or the possibility of your wife not knowing? Is that the thrill behind it?
I think the mostly just like with men, like I mean, I don't know any man but me, but you know what I'm saying. But as far as I was concerned, it was just a thrill of just getting it popping. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. Like I wasn't like at that point, I'm not thinking about nothing else. I'm like, I'll be one track mind with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Okay. So are you
so
at a point where, okay, so there are some people that believe that all men do cheat, right?
mm,
Now I have been in a few relationships, real, you know what I'm saying, like real relationships where
hmm
people have cheated on me. Now I'm in a relationship now where I know for sure that my partner is not cheating on me, right? Where does
right,
that
right, right.
where does that come from? Now as far as my
What
relationship,
that trust, that
yes,
confidence,
where
that
does that come
oh,
from as
okay.
a man? Where do you under when do you get to that point where it's like, even if that bitch is throwing that shit at me, I know it ain't worth it. I know it ain't worth what I
Right.
got at home. Where does that come from?
All right. So when a man knows, and like I said, this is from my experience. I can't speak for any man, but for my experience, when you know you got that woman that's gonna rock with you, that's gonna ride out with you, she shows it. She shows it in her actions. Cause see, a lot of men they fail to they want to listen to women, and that's why they say like men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's so many. It's so factual because women, something that y'all purposely do, y'all show y'all what y'all thinking in y'all actions. You know what I mean? So here's one thing. Here's a clue on how a man should know that your woman is cheating on you. Here's one clue. She becomes detached from you. Y'all don't talk as much. You're getting one or two word texts or conversations. You know what I mean? She's just detached. She's not acting like herself.
Mhm.
She always looked like something's on her mind. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's one clue. That's one way of knowing that yes, your wife, your girlfriend might be cheating on you. Another clue is that um that she starts arguing out of nowhere. You're just anything could flip her off. Anything like you could have left the toilet
It
seat
sounds like both
up
sides
or some
cheating.
shit. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But with women, it's more transparent though. But see,
Okay.
men they try not to like men they try to just explain it away like, oh,
Right.
my girl tripping,
Right.
man. She tripping. Women, they look deeply into it if a man's doing that. But with men, see, men don't pay attention, and that's why they find their asses in divorce court losing half their shit because they wasn't paying attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is for really men to pay attention to your woman. Because if you're not paying, like, it's one thing to pay attention to your woman. Oh, baby, you look good. Oh, let's do this. Let's go out, blah, blah, blah. But it's another thing to pay attention to your woman when she's trying to tell you something without actually using words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And women are good at that. A woman can tell you you ain't shit without saying shit.
Be like,
Right or wrong.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just one way a man needs to pay attention. Pay attention to your wife. Pay attention to your girl. Because, and then another thing, man, you know if you tripping. You know if you slipping up. You know your girl better than anybody. You know she not feeling the shit you doing. Trust me. The old saying goes, if you don't take care of your girl, another nigga will.
Right.
And that's just
But
plain and simple. That's just how
that's
it is.
vice versa though, right? That's vice
Hmm?
versa though, right?
And that's very vice versa. Ladies, if you don't take care of your man, another chick will. Now you want to get into now you want to get into how does a man know how does the man find that solidity in a woman where she's not creeping on him. She's not cheating on him. How does the man find that? Well, it's like I said, a woman will tell in her actions. Okay, if she's really down for you. A lot of times you don't have to have like a what's it called? A private investigator following her around. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be on her Instagram, Facebook. You don't need to do that. You know why? Because if you're in bed with her every night, if she's coming home every night and she's laying up with you, she's doing all the freak nasty stuff with you, bro, you honestly ain't got shit to worry about. It don't matter. And if she's doing too much freak shit and it's making you feel insecure, then that's a male problem. If that's your woman, if your woman is supposed to be doing this stuff with you because she's your woman, you're her man. So a woman's idea of being with a man, that's what she's going to do. She's going to be with you. You shouldn't be
Right.
in your mind where like a man shouldn't be in his mind where like, oh, I bet she's doing that with other dudes. She's doing it with me, so she probably doing it with other dudes. That may not be the case. You know what I'm saying? Men think a lot differently when it comes to relationships. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of men today, uh, they have a lot of female energy with them. Okay, so when I say female energy, you got a lot of men. They like to argue. They like to act out. They like to throw fits. They like to yell, scream. Basically,
But do
anything
you
a
think that
woman's doing.
comes from, but okay, so we're talking about, okay, so which generation are you talking about? Because I noticed that some men deal well like that fucking like those stupid ass bitches that like to argue and like those crazy bitches. You'll see a motherfucker with a chick for 10 years. 10 years and tell
Hmm.
you how much he hate her ass, but you've been with this bitch for 10 years. That must be something that you like about this crazy bitch. Do you think it comes from or what age bracket? Do you think it comes from those age brackets of us? Because the first person that we know is our mother. We come from that. The first woman
Mm-hmm.
that we love is our mother, whether it's a male or female. So do you think it comes from those dysfunctional as relationships, those households where there aren't any steady male figures in the household? So you get a lot of bickering because there was so much that I had, like, I sat down and I talked to my baby father's mom about my baby father. Like, I saw him, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I met his dad and his mom. But when I saw that nigga pick his mom up by her throat and throw her into a fucking wall, that was when I realized, bitch, it don't matter what you do. If that nigga can pick his mom up and throw her, he ain't got no respect for nobody.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
Needed
a
to
he's a
know,
yeah.
but I needed to know that history. You feel what I'm saying? It's something
I
about
feel like
dad is
yeah,
not that way. Some women watch their moms get their ass beat their entire lives. So they think that that
and
shit
they feel like yeah,
they think that if a nigga ain't bop me upside my head, he don't love me. If that nigga don't fuck me up, he don't love me.
right, right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you're right.
Right.
And just to answer your question, about is there an age group? No, there is no specific age group because what it is that it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. It's not even a black thing. It's not a white thing, kind of Hispanic thing. It's a cultural thing. So when you got people that's acting a certain way, 9 times out of 10, they grew up watching it their whole life. Okay, they grew up watching it. They grew up watching their mom getting their ass beat by their dad, or they grew up just with their mom, and their mom had a string of boyfriends. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, you can look this up. But when a boy grows up under his mom and saw that his mom is having all these different relationships with all these different men, he's going to grow up thinking my mom is a whore. Maybe not out loud,
All women are whores.
or all women are whores.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, and not out loud, but you know it's going to show in his actions when he gets older.
right. The trust behind it.
The trust behind it. Hey, my mother, and when I watched my mother, she had this amount many boyfriends. I've seen these boyfriends. I've seen a few of them even lay hands on her, and that's why a lot of times when a woman shows a lot of promiscuity. Okay, when a woman shows a lot of now, it's two different kind of promiscuous behavior. There's promiscuous behavior that you only do with your significant other, and there's promiscuous behavior that you do just when you out there doing you. You know what I mean? Uh, most men today, as of right now, like this generation, millennials, most men do not trust women. That's
Yeah,
just facts.
yeah,
That's just facts. That's facts all over the board. They do not trust women. They will never trust women. And I'm going to tell you why. Women have flooded the market with their pussy. Okay? They flooded the market with it. And you know what happens when the market gets flooded with a certain piece of stock? It plummets. It has no real value. Okay? Let's talk about it. You got your OnlyFans page that a lot of women have. You have you have the Snapchat thing that a lot of women do. You got IG thoughts. Okay, you got Instagram thoughts out here. And that's all they do. They go out there, they grab whatever dude that got the most money, flip him, turn him, take his bread. There was a movie that came out like that. What's it called? Hustlers?
and that's why, like, I ain't even
What?
gonna lie, I was mad about that R. Kelly shit, but I understand why a lot of people was coming for the black, well, the moms and shit like that, because even when I think about my brother, like I know for sure that my mother is the reason why my mom doesn't trust women. Like she's the first that said all women are whores. Like you get what I'm saying? So he go into this world believing that he can't trust no woman. And I'm
Exactly.
not even gonna lie, from my own experience from being with women, I understand why niggas be on that type time. Like y'all bitches be drawing. I
A lot
remember
of women.
being around a bitch that had multiple jobs. Every time this bitch came around, it's like, damn, I gotta feed you.
Hmm.
Shit. I know I'm trying to hit that. I know I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? But
But
gee,
see, but yo, and I'm telling you right now,
you got multiple jobs and you acting like you can't take care of your own, but ain't nothing free though either. So I understand both sides. Cause pussy rule the motherfucking world. I'm trying to make an OnlyFans. I'm trying to get my husband to make an OnlyFans.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, babe.
right,
All right,
right, right,
okay. Shake
right,
his,
right.
all right. Give him that baritone, okay? That quiet voice.
But look, but I mean, look, we all. Here's the thing: a lot of times, the people, especially women, hell, even most men today, when they have that factor of the factor becomes a reality where they can't trust any woman. Believe me, look, you got way more good men out here now more than ever. You want to
Oh
know
my
why?
God. I've seen the
You,
statistics now. Can I get up?
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You have way more good men out here than you used to before. Because you
Hell
know
yeah.
why? Be- yeah, because that's just how it is. Look, the script has been flipped. Okay, there was a time in the era where women were most faithful to their husbands, and their husbands wasn't faithful to them. Now we're in 2020, and for the last 20 years, women have been the more uh, frequent in infidelity. It's been women. They had to add a clause in divorce settlements called irreconcilable differences. So that way a woman can divorce her man just because she bored with him.
What?
Yeah, that was the added clause. Irreconcilable differences. What that means is that you can literally divorce somebody just because you don't want to fuck with them no more. Now, it's the most expensive clause. What's that?
So you okay? So I know you're a God fearing man. I hate to say that. You believe in
Mm-hmm.
God. You're more on the Christian side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I question what's the reason behind what. Well, okay. As far as marriage now, before when you got married, the honeymoon was for you to get some, right? Some shit
Right.
you ain't never had. Da 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 da. Right? What?
Right.
What? What are y'all getting now? Not only are you paying for the engagement ring, you paying for the wedding ring, you're paying for the dress, all these filthy ass bitches that's gonna be at the wedding talking shit, these bridesmaids, everybody plates and shit
Right.
for
Right. Right.
for you to get the same punani.
Thing that she done gave to like
And
five, ten other dudes.
but you didn't already gave it up because now it's like it's not you're not coming to a marriage as a virgin now.
Well,
You down.
and that's what I'm about to get at. Cause see, the sanctity of marriage is not just two people coming together and getting married and promising to love and care. No, the whole sanctity of marriage was based off of that woman's virginity.
Yes. So what is it now?
That's the sanctity. It's not marriage really isn't worth shit now. I actually encourage men to not marry these women out here. I don't care how long you know. 'Em. I believe that no man should be marrying any of these women out here,
So you don't
unless
want to get
she's been
married.
vetted. Was that?
So you don't want to get
No,
married.
no, I'm not ever getting married. No, it's
So you
the
want to
way
get
the
married, but
system.
you don't want, but you not encourage other motherfuckers to get married.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to get married for my own personal reasons,
Oh, you don't want to get married. You
but
don't. You're not okay. Okay.
I say like this. I tell men like this. I tell men like this. When I, because I drive for Uber a lot. So when I'm driving Uber and I'm talking to some men out there and they ask me questions, especially the young guys too. The first question I ask was, well, how long do you know? Why
Right.
all of a sudden you want to marry? Like who? Where is that idea coming from? Nine
Right.
times out of ten, it's coming from the woman.
Oh, she
You
want to get
know,
married.
she wants to get married,
Yeah.
so she thinks just because she's giving you the ass, the pussy, everything, you supposed to just follow through. No, no, because see, last time I checked, it's two of y'all at that altar. It's two of y'all making that contractual agreement. So it is not up to the woman when it's time to get married. It is up to the man when it's time to get married.
Do
And
you
if she can't wait,
do you usually ask the
what's
question,
that?
how old is the woman? Do you usually ask the question, how old is the woman?
Yes, I do. I do. I normally ask how
Okay.
old is the woman. 9 times out of 10, the woman is slightly older than.
And so they feel like they time
So
is look, they clock is ticking. That's how they
the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. So and then I try to tell a lot of men out there. I said, look, there's a lot of red flags, but the key red flag is when you are dealing with a woman. When you're dealing with a woman, okay, and the first thing is stop thinking about the future with a woman. There's so many women out here, okay, and I don't and don't believe what they're telling you. There's at least 8 women to one man. Okay, it is no every 2 women there's one man. No, there is at least 8 women per man.
that's why I'm trying to add a woman to my never mind, go ahead.
Well, you go do what you do, girl. That's it. I mean, 2020, rock out. But like I was saying, so I told men at the time, like, especially these young guys, they be like they be in their early 20s talking about marriage. I'm like, nigga, how and why?
Yeah, you're
Like,
20.
do you even got your own spot? Do
Getting
you even
it
got
in.
your own spot yet?
You're
Do
20, you're
you do you,
getting it in, bruh.
like, bro? You supposed like when you're in your 20s, you supposed to be like slaying it, not even
Yes.
like
Everything
sowing your
flawless.
oaths. You're not even supposed to be thinking about just laying down with one woman for the rest of
What's
your
what's
fuck
the
that.
age you think that you should get married? 30s?
Yes, between 25 and 30.
25, I think
25
is
and
early. I mean, I
well,
start
I would
settling
say,
down
well,
around that time too, around 20, 23, 24. But even man,
right.
listen, man. Cause listen, y'all
All I'm
mature
saying is this. All I'm saying is this.
y'all mature
All I'm saying is this.
slower than us. Y'all supposed to be slaying everything down, okay?
Well, exactly.
By 28, okay? And you supposed to be making around like, yeah, maybe she might be the runner between 99, 30.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What men in this country have been, what men in this country have been, I will say, engineered to believe that they can't have more than one woman.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's another thing. So
but I feel like that's
so a lot of
one
men.
thing. There were times where there's been times where well we can read that there were kings that had multiple wives or multiple women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly
Yep.
believe that. Like I said, y'all can stick your dick in a wall, my nigga. Okay, in a
Right.
wall.
Right.
That's why Adam wasn't even. He didn't even mind. She like try this other apple, Adam. You know what? You know what, Eve? You know what? I know I'm probably fucking
Right.
it up, but I'm just saying, like, the variety. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's so
Right,
much.
right.
We're talking about, okay, even when the time where there was when the wife was supposed to just be doing a wife's job as far as taking care of the kids, cooking and stuff like that. That's already a job in itself. I've stayed home and I've taken care of the kids and I've homeschooled and I've cooked and stuff like that. That's harder than going to fuck to work. I
Well,
do everything. Yes, I get
but
what you're
here's the
saying.
thing.
But even being able to say, okay, this woman can come in and help with some things. I think that that's the problem. Even when you're thinking about polygamy relationships, when I start talking to my friends about having another person around, another woman around, instantly everybody think about we're talking about. Oh shit, you the man. You about to be fucking both two bitches. No, like I'm thinking about
It's not even that. It's not that deep. It's not
yeah,
that
but
deep.
I'm thinking
It's
about
actually
the extra income, the extra food stamps. Goddamn, we not
exact.
in the same household, but I'm just saying, like, to be able to balance that out, like that shit is hard. That shit is hard.
well,
Even
here's
children. Sometimes I don't
well,
want a nigga to touch me. Sometimes I don't like. Listen, bitch, hold me down for a minute. Hold me down. My shit is on this week. Okay, your shit is off, ain't it? All right, do your thing.
well. Look, I'll say it like this, and just to bring it back to what you were saying about the kings having more than having many wives, many concubines, and everything. Look, those rules, not even rules, like that kind of culture still exists. It just doesn't exist in America
Right.
because see, America. Okay, you could go to any Africa, South America. Them dudes. That's why they stay with their wives until they're like 100 years old because you go to those countries, those men are happy. You know why? Because they have 8 to 9 wives.
Yeah.
Okay, so what they did was in America, they found a way to suppress the manhood of a man by literally um, decreasing his option of having more than one woman. They took away the option. They said it's against the law. You're not supposed to do it. Why am I not supposed to do it? I got millions of sperm running through my balls, and I can only be with one woman. Says you?
Yeah.
Fuck that. If I got 4 girls and they all know about each other and we can all be together, sounds like a happy family to me. But see, the problem is that especially in the black community, women in the black community, they were engineered to scold a man for even thinking like that. When exactly that's what a man is supposed to be thinking. Because you look at these celebrities, you look at these actors, you look at all these people, athletes. They all got more than one girlfriend. These rappers, that's all they talk about is having having girlfriends. But then that's when they turn women of the today's society. They say, well, they're rappers. They make millions of dollars. They could do that. Okay, so it's okay for Lil Wayne, to have all these baby mamas and girlfriends, and it's okay. But Raheem that works for FedEx, he better not think about it. That's how jacked up the society is because there is no real standards.
I question. I think about that, right, and then I question like where it where I guess pe- uh, where the generation took a stand or decided to break the cycle, because I think about my grandmom's era, right? And I don't mean to like throw people out there, right? But there
Hmm.
was a time when, okay, the wife did know about the mistress. I know for sure that my great grandmom got pension, okay, because she had some kids. But yet this nigga was married. But from common law, from them niggas being together a certain amount of years, she was able to get his pension. I remember when you get what I don't remember shit, but I know of stories
Right.
where the wife knew about the mistress, but they kept it under the rug. It wasn't like, okay, talked about or whatever the case may be, but a motherfucker knew where they stood. A mistress knew her
Right.
place. So I wonder where that stopped, because again, you can have a main chick, but again, nobody wants to be number two. You feel what I'm
Well, the right, but see, when it comes to see, that's why here, this is the reason why I do acknowledge Islam in this fashion, because in Islam you can have as many wives as you want, but
right?
see, you have to treat them all equally.
But
Okay, you can't be you
that's
can't
the hard part,
what's
though.
that?
That's the hard part.
No,
You
honestly, no, it actually isn't. It actually isn't. It actually isn't. Because see, in this society, in America, women and men are taught to compete against each other, compete against each other in the house. Everywhere you go, there's a power struggle between men and women. There's
that's
other power struggle, and so when there's when a power struggle has surfaced, okay, that means there's little to no room for intimacy, okay, because see now, and I'm not trying to be misogynist when I say this. Like, I mean, I don't want anybody in the comment board, going crazy. But in a relationship, the man and woman, a woman knows her part. A man knows his part. Okay, that's just how it is. When a man, hold on, hear me out. I'm about to get somewhere with it. When a man knows that, okay, look, this is how it's going to happen, and I will make this happen, but I need you to make this happen. Now, if a man stayed by his word and he's doing exactly what he said he's going to be doing, as a wife or a girlfriend, you need to stick by him. Not until he stops doing it, not when he slips up. Oh, well, I'm going to do this until, he's done. No, you marry this man. Okay? That's why marriage is not what it used to be. Okay?
yeah.
Like I said.
I feel like, okay, so this is okay. When I'm talking about as far as generations, I understand now. When we're talking about 60, the people born in the 60s or
Hmm.
the 40s, raising the babies that was born in the 60s, right? So
Right.
you have an understanding of playing a position, even if this man isn't yours, right? So then you raise these
Right.
60s babies, right? That have gone through
Right.
the 80s, where they have taken away the male from the household, which gives them
Mm.
not give them which puts them the females in a position of not understanding what their place is. So
Exactly.
have them raising their children of trying to play the male and the female. So yeah, you're going to get
Hmm.
a, oh no, you can't take my place. This is the only place that I know, that I even now understand and grow how to hold this. So no, another bitch cannot come in.
Right.
Or
Right. Right.
being able to say, oh, do he love me? Like you have some women that don't know how to that stay in relationships because that's all that they know. This nigga beat my ass, but he take care of the bills.
Yeah, and a lot of that was social engineering. A lot of that is social engineering. Women today, from my experience and from what I can observe, women today, they have forgotten their place, or they was never taught their place.
Right. There
And
you go.
and,
That part
and
they
that's
were
what
never taught.
they were they were never taught their place. So when you come across a woman that is unhinged, I would say we call them what, hood rats, I guess,
Oh
or I mean I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Unhinged woman
oh man.
is, no, you're not a hood rat. No, hell no. No. Look, an unmarried woman is a woman that has not been properly uh, taught by another older woman how a woman is supposed to behave in
Right,
either a life or be a relationship.
right,
Okay, women today see what happened with the government when the government um, started offering welfare to the mothers who've lost their husband to certain death or something, or you know what I'm saying. First, it all starts out real good. You know what I mean? You
yeah.
know that welfare was really meant for women, was really meant for your damsel in distress.
Yeah,
Okay, welfare came
you
in.
think about it, right? Or I'm so sorry to keep cutting you off. I
No,
have
go ahead.
I'm gonna work on. I really have a problem with that. Even when you think about it as far as welfare, that is one of the, and we ain't talking about, okay, WIC and welfare are two different things. Okay,
Hmm.
WIC was created from the Black Panther. Okay, to help women and
Okay.
children. Okay, so we understand that. But
Hmm.
as far as welfare, understand that that's in place in itself to separate a family. You can't even get welfare
Hmm.
if you have a male and a female working a good job under the same household. You cannot get food stamps for both of y'all. One of y'all have to be
Nope.
fucked up. Okay?
Yep.
So how
They
can we
need to know. They need to
how
know.
can we
They need to know.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, the government needs to know, is there a man living there? Because if there's a
Yes,
man living there, you can't get the benefit.
at all.
So when they started, and it started catching on, and women started catching on, and they said, wait a minute,
Yep.
I don't need a man to
Yep.
live anymore.
And they'll
I
give
don't
you
need a
a
man.
couple dollars. Like I
And
know
guess what? Guess what? Here's what happened. You kicked your man out, and you made the government your new man.
yeah. Oh,
That's what
that
you
part.
did.
That part.
Yeah. You kicked your man out the house and you made the government your new man.
Yeah, and it becomes I don't need
And
you.
that's part of the reason
Got money
why.
to
And
hide.
that's part of yep. And that's part of the reason why. And guess what? It's a revolving door. It's a revolving. See, when a man can't go home, what is he gonna do? He's gonna roam the streets.
Yep.
Okay? That's why you got your degenerates out here. That's why you got a lot of criminals out here because they can't go home. Okay? You got a lot of drug dealers. You got a lot of people out here. They into the crime.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell men all the time, women know more about the judicial system than most men give them credit for.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry.
And that's the truth.
The older y'all get,
Learn to know the woman, learn to know the woman that you are with because that woman could be that woman could ultimately be your demise. And that's how it is.
yep.
And that's really how it is. Because women have become independent. Okay, they've been independent for the past hundreds of years. Okay, so technically, you don't need a married woman anymore. Do you know the whole point of marrying a woman was to that man can have access to her father's property or father's passing down. Okay, because see, if that father didn't have a son to pass anything down to in the old days, he
Okay.
will offer his daughter to get married,
Got you.
and that way, the father's possession will transfer over to that man,
Right.
transfer over to that husband, and in paper and writing, he will say, "Yes, I will take care of your daughter. Yes, I will take care of your land. Yes, I will take care of your family if you die." That was the whole point of marriage. The whole point of marriage was to um, safely transfer property. Okay, because at one point women were considered property at one point. Okay, so when you go back and see, this is why people need to talk about these things because as soon as you bring up property, women, motherfuckers just want to lose their mind and start screaming and shit. Like, no, shut the fuck up, because people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and that's why we're in a fucked up society that we in now, because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They keep talking, running their mouth. They have no idea what they're talking about. Okay, so that was the whole point of marriage back then. So what happened now is that the woman rights came up, and and free love and free sex, and oh well, you don't need your man anymore because we made you independent. Now you get to think for yourself. Now you get to do this. Now you get to do that. But women have not properly.
But that's where the like I said, as far as the 80s and stuff like that, how that the war, or I'm not even okay. I'm not really like doing the timeline right, but as far as like the time where crack hit and all this other stuff, because again,
Hmm.
I know for sure that as far as my dad and like me being raised and stuff like that, that had an impact on my life, on and how I
Right.
see men and him being missing from my life. Like I didn't understand what what a partnership is supposed to look like. In my relationship, like we was talking before, in my relationship, there's sometimes where I still view things like I'm alone. Like I'm not doing this with a partner. Like he's not supposed to do fatherly things. Like I'm supposed to be the you know what I'm saying, the breadwinner, or like the you know what I'm saying, the male of the house. Is like, yo, bitch, like sit the fuck down. Like we don't know how to
Right.
be submissive. That's why I understand even when people talk about as far as like black men going towards, or going to fuck with white women, or white women, or whatever the case may be, because sometimes they feel like they're a little more submissive. I can understand that because we
Hmm.
as black women feel like we have to be the strongest. Like
But
even
you
with
never had to be.
even with
But black. I'm just saying, like, black women never had to be because um, back then when black women felt like they needed to be strong like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of things that the black community was is by case by case scenarios. So you had like that one guy who's fucking up, and he lost his wife. His wife divorced him because that one story will just travel around. Okay, that one story will just travel around, and everybody will be taking it out of context, and it brought so much confusion in the black community. And in the black community, there is a lot of confusion because I mean, let's just like be real. Like, I mean, most people get their information from Facebook and Instagram. Okay, you got 40-year-old women still talking about why can't I find a good man? I'm like, you know what? I think you had a good man and you fucked it up.
yeah.
Like, oh, you alright?
Hell yeah.
I'm just, I'm looking at like a 40-year-old woman, and I'm like, oh, how you still looking for a man? I think you had a good man, you fucked it up.
Like you said, they fucked it up. But again, we don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Because you've been engineered by the government
Run
that you
your
don't even
mouth.
need a man.
To run your mouth. I don't need you, motherfucker. Da, 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 da. My kids don't need you.
Why? Because
You. That's
I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna take all your money,
right.
and that's why. Because you know why? Because they their man they're actually it's funny because the woman today is more in a loyal relationship with the government than any man she's ever been with.
Okay. That part.
All right. So and that's how that shit go. Because see, I talk to women too, and I don't give a fuck. You look, if you talking that bullshit, I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna say, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, what the hell are you talking about? lady. You got no idea what the hell you're talking about.
It's
And a
crazy.
lot of women know they full of. A lot of women out here know they are full of shit. They
Yeah,
know
but
it,
a
but
lot of
they're just
women
looking
like,
for.
but a lot of
They're,
women
they're
have
hold on. They're looking for a man that's going to take that bullshit off of them. And no man, ain't no pussy good enough in this world to be taking that amount of bullshit from. And that's a fact. Ain't no pussy that good to be taking that kind of bullshit.
but
Especially if we living in a land that I can only marry you, and you still gonna put me through bullshit on top of that. Yeah, that's part of the reason why a lot of men do cheat.
yeah, I feel like we don't listen. But I feel like we like it's crazy, man, because it starts with the woman. And because and I can only speak on my culture, our culture as black people, as African Americans. I can only speak on my experience. What I do understand is we have not been protected for too fucking long. So you have women and men who are been in these relationships. They don't know how to love. They don't know what love looks like. They hurt because they have been hurt. Okay, there's been a lot of shit swept under the rug because as mothers we put these men before our children. It's too much.
No, you're right.
It's too
And
much.
and and on that aspect,
And
and on
shit.
that aspect, you are def and on that aspect, you are definitely right. But see, the problem is that look, and no woman is supposed to take any shit off a man. Like any woman that's with a man or any relationship, you with a woman or anybody. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they whoop your ass and this like man, fuck that. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. That's just nuts. Domestic abuse, all that should never go down because obviously you're not even supposed to be with the person anyway. If you feel like you gotta whoop their ass every night, like that's just you just trying to be you I don't know, like that's weird to me. Like that's fucked up. That woman go through that, you know. But then again, you gotta look. It's always something. It's always something. So when you say why do you cheat? Why do you cheat? Everything. That's like the umbrella of relationships. People cheat for so many different reasons. You know what I mean?
It
All
comes from
because
some weird though, because you have some men. Well, you have men that men and women who have lost trust. So you might have a male that his the first person he has sex with is in love. I mean, he's in love with them. And this fucking filthy bitch fuck with his brother, some
right,
fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so ever since then he don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then you have
right, right,
this one girl that said she, you know what I'm saying, thought he loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like it starts from somewhere. It can't. I'm just trying to figure out or try to talk about the situation so we can build. Again, there's something behind every situation. And as far as cheating, the problem becomes as in every relationship is really communication because again, I've been in these relationships and I'm still young. I'm 29. Ain't I'm 29? I'm 29, right? 28, 29. Okay. I'm 29 because I stopped counting at like 21. I'm 29
oh
and I've been
wow,
I haven't had like, a lot of long-term relationships, but I've like, thought and popped it all on, you know what I'm saying, around this joint
right, right, right,
since a young age and to be able to, what I'm saying, like go to school and understand how people move and just understand relationships. And I understand now even why I've done the things that I've done. There's something missing. I know that there's a reason why I mess with the men that I've messed with because of something I was yearning for my from my father. and something that I admired in my father. Like I love a motherfucking hustler, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
there you go. Hell
this
yeah.
comes from something. Like I love a hustler. I love a nigga that ain't just gonna let me what say just say anything. Not whoop my ass, but like grip me up. Like, hey, CB. You know what I'm saying? Like bring it back down. You
And
know what
maybe
I'm saying?
and that's what's good for you. That's what's good for you. But see, when it comes to other women, you know, other women maybe look like, oh, I want to be held, or I want to be this, or I want to be that. A lot of times, uh, with women, they're not willing to wait around for that right guy to come around.
No. Remember back in the well, now I'm gonna say remember. Back in the day, you hear about relationships that have been going on for decades. Probably never heard about the motherfucking cheating, but that nigga cheated before. Pop then cheated, but they stayed around.
Hmm.
Now it was like, oh, we out. You get what I'm saying? But that comes from again
Hmm.
not knowing when it is what it is and understanding what a good guy looks like. I know that I've gone through my relationships of having my bad to be able to understand what is good.
Right. But see, the thing about it is, it's so many different outlets in today's world. I mean, people that cheat today, honestly, I mean, just all you gotta do is look at your phone. I mean, you got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You literally have access to millions of people all around the world, and you look and the whole point right now is that are you satisfied with your significant other? And if that answer is no, then woman or man, you have no right to mess with somebody's emotions.
Do you feel like social media ruins relationship more nowadays as far
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
but I feel like it's the
Most
petty shit
definitely.
though. I feel like it's the petty shit. But again, it goes back to
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's
how
the thing.
is
Here's
a
the thing.
fucking how is a googly eye cheating? How is a
Well, that's and the thing is not. Look, hold on. It's not cheating, but it opens the door for possibility. Okay, because most people, you get on somebody's page, you're looking at all their pics, you're looking like, oh, he look good. Like, oh man, she got fat ass. Oh shit. Da, da, da. Then you go to the direct messaging and you say, hey, what's going on? I like your pic. Blah blah blah. Like whatever. And then it opens the door for possibilities. And then you get that adrenaline rush, like, oh shit, she responded back. Or oh shit, he said something back. All right, well, let me keep this going. And it's all about playing with fire. If you keep playing with fire, your ass will get burnt. And you may not even know what this person's about. You know what I'm saying? Social media is the epic center of cheating. And honestly, if you're in a real, I mean, real true relationship, you know what I mean? And you don't have like a girl business, or you're not an influencer, or you're not just doing it with close friends or whatever, and you're just on there just trolling. Yo, you're asking for a lot of trouble, and you just might be a lot of trouble. You know what I mean, man or woman, because a lot of people, most people, they want to feel relevant. They want to feel special. They want to have attention. They're attention seeking. So they'll throw up a pic with them in some crazy ass clothes or whatever, some cut up shit. You know what I mean? Or men, first thing they do is they post up shit about their belongings, whatever they got, cars,
do you
money.
feel like hey question. Do you feel like those people that post their relationships all the time is the relationships that have the most issues?
No, honestly,
Okay.
no. It's actually quite the opposite. See,
How?
when you post shit,
Listen, you don't have
here's
to
the thing. Here's the
post
thing.
that much, bro. If you're posting that much, you want somebody to see this shit. Me and my husband has been together for almost 7 fucking years. I barely post this nigga. This nigga barely posts me. Half these motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck my husband is as far as like me rapping and shit. Why do you need to post that
Hmm.
much unless you're trying to piss somebody else off? You want somebody to see this, right?
Well, but that's what it
Like,
comes exactly. That's what it comes. But that's what it comes down to. What it comes down. See, when people post stuff on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and they're posting about their relationship, then a lot of times they're looking for a reason. Okay, because everybody wants to be able to have insight from everybody else. They want everybody in their business. They want everybody in their relationship. They want everybody. Oh, well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? First of all, any problems, it's between you and your man, or you and your significant other. Once you start bringing in other people, that's what creates a problem, and that's what creates the problem. Because see, you gonna get dudes in the drawing like, I treat you better, baby. I treat you better. And if you get a real weak-minded chick, she gonna read that post and she gonna be like, he probably could treat me better. And then boom, your relationship just ended, just right there. Because you want to feel relevant. And like I said, cheating happens when there's too much access. People, we have too much access to other people. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing and a bad thing. Okay, especially if you have the wrong intent. A lot of people they want to meet all these females out here because they just want to bang them all.
do
A
you
lot
think
of chicks.
that do you think that that is that the same one I just had? That is killing me. Do you think that that OnlyFans is the new Pornhub?
Well, yeah, honestly, and actually, I just started like hearing about this shit. I mean, I know it's been around for a while, but even now during this pandemic,
Or the
a
new back
lot
page?
of
Because
I think it is the
Pornhub
new
is
back
free.
page. It's definitely the new back
X
page.
video, that shit is free.
And it's kind of crazy like that because any woman that's out there doing that shit, yo, you set a precedent for yourself pretty much for the rest of your life because once shit gets out, once you start doing all this crazy nonsense, yo, guess what? You have already set a precedent for yourself. And a man will never take you serious when he finds out that you got a fan only page or DM me for a nude pic or something.
But
Like you would never have
look,
you
look at
would
it from this perspective, right? Sex sells, pussy rules the world, right? And I'm just thinking about even when you talking about whether you talking about music, like I feel that way as far as my music. Like I feel like I can give them bars all day, like I can talk that shit, but my views will never be the same or will definitely gr- grow faster if I start showing more as far as sex selling and things like that. I'm also talking about as far as business wise. It doesn't matter if I have my bachelor's as opposed to this nigga that worked the same field as me, reporter wise, whatever the case may be, marketing wise, he will get more money than me. So
right.
so when you think about that perspective as far as fuck being a black woman, a woman in itself, no matter who you are, a male will always get more money than a female, no matter how what where her accolades are. I know this because I'm in these type of fields, and I've been learning about this as I go. As far as my journey is getting my bachelor's, it doesn't matter what
Right.
happened. It doesn't matter how my grades are as far as my college and my you get what I'm saying my GPA.
Hmm.
Behind me busting my ass, these niggas will always make more money than me. So how do you as a woman, sometimes not feel like no matter what, I gotta use what I got to get what I want. Don't give me that whole Ronnie. Whoa.
Well, I mean, look, it's a sad situation where a woman feel like she got to show more skin or cleavage or whatever just to try to get ahead.
Yeah,
But a lot of times that happens because a lot of women want a lot of things and they want it fast. Okay,
they wanna what?
when you want a lot of things and you want it fast, you gonna do what sells fast, and sex sells fast.
But how do
Like here's the thing,
it's just fucked up, is what I'm saying. Like as a
it's
woman,
only messed. Hold
like
on, it's only messed
OnlyFans
up. It's
and
only
stuff
messed.
like that. Like what is what like and it I understand because even with me, I'm not starting no OnlyFans, okay? But I
Right.
understand, you know what I'm saying? If a bitch ain't
But see,
got
the only fan thing, like you gotta look
entertainment,
at, you gotta. I'm just saying, like you gotta look at a woman. A woman gotta look at like, why would you start an OnlyFans page? What's your goal? What are you trying to do? What is this? Like a lot of women, they just say, oh, I just want fame. Okay, whatever. Or women's like, well, I'm trying to make $1 million. Okay, that's cool too. Everything is instant. Every explanation, every excuse is an instant. There's always something instant. They want something instant. Okay? Nobody's willing to wait for anything anymore. No one's willing to build. No one's really willing to like really do anything. And this goes really bad for men too, because as a man, hey look, not all of us are gonna be rappers. Not all of us are gonna be millionaires. Not all of us is gonna have the baddest chicks or the best cars or the best houses. But you still gotta be a man at the end of the day.
hmm
And you gotta take your punches and roll with it. You may not have the baddest chick or whatever, but if you got a woman and she's riding out with you, then you need to treat her right. And with women, yes, he may not be I don't know what a good looking guy is. Who gives a shit? But if a woman, yeah, okay, a woman, you may not have the best looking dude. You may not have like, a football player, athlete. You may not have a millionaire. But he goes to work every day. He provides for you. He makes sure you're good. You need to be faithful to him.
hmm
And that's really the bottom line to it. People cheat because A, they want to, and two, a lot of times because they don't really need to be with anybody. If you still got the thing where I'm gonna go out here and do me, I'm gonna go out and do my thing, you don't fucking need to be with anybody.
I
Because
feel like
if you
I
try
feel
that with
like
the
they cheat
wrong
because they missing something. I feel like they cheat. Some men cheat and some women cheat because they missing something. They yearning for something. They don't know how to communicate it. Men sometimes, again, some men feel like they don't. If they do say something about it, they might hurt their feelings, hurt a woman's feelings. And if they do say something, it's like our reaction is, "Well, what you trying to say? I don't want to suck your dick. I'm doing too much." Da, 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 da." Like, listen, bitch. All right,
all
okay.
right, but look, here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that. When you're coming into that whole sphere, whatever, and like when it comes to sex between two people, me personally, it shouldn't be a conversation. Like why are we talking about it? Like we either doing it or we not. It shouldn't be a conversation. That's how I look at it. Because if it's a conversation, that means that you're thinking about another dick, or you thinking about something that you know that doesn't really necessarily pertain to what I'm trying to do right now. You know what I'm saying? And whenever sex between a couple has to come into question, well, why do we gotta do this all the time? Why do we gotta do that? Why? Because that means your ass all day been thinking about this conversation that we gonna have tonight. So what's your problem? Because a man gonna always be racist. It don't matter. It could be, I don't know, man. It could be zombies outside, and he's still gonna want to do something.
Yeah,
A
I think
woman has,
that's why they say that men think what they did, and now you know what I'm saying.
well, a man should only think, with his dick if the time is like right there. Any other than that, like, bro, you just too horny. You need to go get a job or something, or work some shit out.
Do you
You
think
know what I
that
mean?
when you're as far as as far as artists, whether they're a rapper, entertainer, actor, whatever the case may be, do you think that when their significant other, whether it's a guy or girl, should they have the understanding, or for the relationship to work, they would have to understand that there will be some cheating, as far as like when you were saying, some bitches they just throw it at you. Cause like I can understand it. Like I've had friends that I was around that like everybody that tried to talk to me and I like, you know, turned them down or whatever. Like this girl next to me tried to have sex with him or had sex with him every time they turned me down. It was like weird. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like every time that I turned
Hmm.
down, she popping them off. And she probably already did years before, but it was like something about her envy me or whatever. I don't know. It was just weird. But do you think that this as a person that messes with the artist or rap or whatever, that person should understand what that lifestyle is about? Do you think that they should accept the fact that
Well, yeah. I
like
mean, like that's. I mean, honestly, like if a person, man or woman, gets into like I don't know, like a fling or a relationship with a celebrity, and you're not a celebrity, yo, you really shouldn't be taking that serious at all. Like that's just that's not realistic. And that's just how it is. That's not a realistic thought to have. I mean, have to. I mean, for one, there's not that many celebrities out here. For one, they're in the thousands. So I mean, you gotta understand. Like most rappers or even singers, girls, stars, movie stars, women and men, man, they get offered sex on practically the daily basis. You know, so if I mean, it's honestly asinine to believe that you can have a relationship with a celebrity unless unless they knew you before they were a celebrity.
yeah,
And 9 times out of 10, that person's already in their life anyway. But I think people need to be more satisfied and grateful for the life that they have and stop always being in search mode. Because see, that's the problem. We're always in search mode,
yeah,
and we're not really grateful for the person that's in our life now. We're
right.
always looking. We're always looking over the fence. We're always looking at this that grass is a little bit more greener, or that grass is a little bit more greener, or well his car is better than my husband, so I think he's doing something better than my husband's doing, so I'm gonna go see what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of ungratefulness on men and women's part. So when you ask the question, why do people cheat? Exactly. That's exactly why people cheat because motherfuckers are ungrateful and they're selfish and they're always in search mode.
Yeah, because
But
I
and
feel
that's
like
just
you should let it find you. Like I think that's what it is too. Like not understanding love. Like love will find you. You just stop like looking and then understand your worth and love yourself. It'll come to you.
yeah, exactly. And you don't have to look. If you're a good person at heart, yo man, you don't ever have to worry about. And I know everybody say nice guys finish last and nice girls get screwed over. Well, they get screwed over by people that probably wasn't supposed to be in their life anyway. You know what I mean? And when it comes to that point, Because see, a lot of times people they're not looking for something good. They're looking for something that they want.
Yeah. Not
And
something
if
that
you and if exactly, like a lot of people, they're looking for something that they want, something that they seen on TV, or you know what I mean, something that they see on Instagram, and like, oh, I would like a man like that. But you don't know that man from a can of paint. You don't need to be a whole fucking murder, but that's what you want. You know what I mean? He could be a whole psycho that if you say one word wrong to him, he goes through and kill your whole family. But that's what you want because we're so focused on the outward appearance of somebody. You know what I mean? We're like,
yeah.
oh, and
Our
trust me,
intentions
men.
though. Our intentions though, that's another thing too. Cause again, you could be looking at a motherfucker, be like, "Oh, he got that watch on," da, 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 and he could be crazy as shit. Again, beat your ass
Mm-hmm.
and then buy you a Birkin bag. You be like, "Hell no, bitch."
Exactly.
That's like
Exactly.
people going to even, going to marriages thinking that you're going to change people. You sometimes you cannot change a motherfucker. These motherfuckers is already grown. They mama then fucked them up a long time ago. You can't do nothing to help this nigga. And yet
Nope.
you think you can.
And if you're planning on, and if that's your plans for marrying that person, and you go on that altar and you smiling, but in your head you like,
Yep.
well, I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna
Yep.
change him.
And then
Yo,
if
you
you
might as well walk away.
try to change him and look up and then don't even recognize your goddamn self. You be like, bitch, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
Change your goddamn self. What?
Well,
What's going on?
exactly. Because this society that we live in right now, people are just they're so bent on doing what they want and really having little to no regard for anybody else until their shit hits the fan. And then they want to cry, they want to say, oh, I don't know what's going on in my life. Well, you do know what's going on in your life. You're doing whatever the fuck you want. And you're trying to screw everybody else over while you're doing it.
Right.
And it's not going to happen. Like the universe, God is not going to let you just do whatever the fuck you want, okay, and treat people like shit your whole life. You know what I mean? You're either going to change for the better or fuck it, man. You're not going to fucking do any good here. You're not going to have all the fucking money. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that, especially if you know better.
Right.
And that goes for men and women. You know what I mean? That goes across the board. Like you're not going to sit here and just be like, and you got a boyfriend or husband, and he's doing everything for you, and you still just want to go to the club with your girlfriends and pick up other dudes and shit. Yo, you're a piece of fuck. You're a piece of shit.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Like the one thing I ain't gonna lie, I learned like now I understand why a lot of men are hurting. Like people be like, "Oh, niggas ain't shit," or "Guys ain't shit," and all men are cheat. Like, yo, like understand that again. As women, we are the first. They come out of us. They come out of us. Okay, so understand that these I've understood that in these last couple years I've met so many men that are hurting because they've even been hurt. They've what I'm saying, lost the trust of their mothers because they not believing that they were raped and stuff like that. Like if they not believing our black women, you think they believe in the black man that has been molested or raped or what I'm saying, molested by their mom's friends and then they tell their mom like
Uh huh.
what I'm saying? They take their mom's side. Like, how you not trust me? We got to start protecting our children. That's what we. That was the That's the problem.
Well, we got to protect them and we got to raise them up right. A lot of us in the black community, we're not interested in raising up our kids right. The first
No,
thing, I mean, look, the first thing we do, what we do, we give them cell phones, we give them video games, we give them whatever is going to shut them the hell up.
instead of
Okay,
spending,
so and that's what it is. I mean, look, you got kids, I got a kid, and that's what I'm saying. Like nobody really wants to be a real adult out there. Everybody thinks like, you know, man and woman should just have like mediators or whatever, to help them deal with your kid. No, you should be able to deal with your fucking kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the reason why you can't deal with your kid is because you were never brought up to really raise somebody. Because
Right.
you yourself wasn't really raised.
That part. That part. You know how many people parents are going to fuck through it as far as these kids being home right now?
Oh, they losing their damn mind.
Oh my God! And then you think about that though, Sam. Think about that. Look how bad they pay our teachers.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about
To
paying?
deal with your badass kid. And guess what? Your kid is a bad. Yeah, your kid is.
Rappers don't be saying shit. So many people are getting paid more than these teachers. You know how hard it is to
Right.
teach these children?
Yeah. 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 It's extremely hard. It's extremely hard. And well, and like I said, like I mean, it's so many branches of this conversation of this topic. It goes so far back and in between and all around. Like I mean, and for me, the most part about it is that it's honestly lack of communication. It's definitely lack of trust, uh, a lot of insecurity, and a lot of that has been brought on by a lot of social engineering. A lot of women today think that they gotta go to the dick buffet and sample all the dicks. A lot of women believe that. You know what I mean? And but then they wanna do that for like 10, 15 years, and then they wanna come around and say, okay, I'm 35, I'm ready to be married. Fuck out of here. What?
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Get
okay.
the, what?
This is about
Oh, you're ready to be taken serious now? After you done had 25 different dudes run up in you?
right.
And I'm not even counting, and you're not even counting college? And now you want to be taken serious?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, wait,
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, this I gotta cut this off because it's going into the 2 hour limit.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining in, Sam. We gotta do this again, man. We gotta. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to send you, try to send me some topics because I ain't even
Oh
been.
no, I got topics. I got topics, honestly. I got topics. I'm actually about to set up my stuff sooner or later anyway, as soon as my
Okay.
cam come in. So yeah, we're gonna definitely do this again. I
All right.
like this. This is good.
Yeah, man. I like this joint too. Um, I we definitely going to chop it up. So we going to talk about some topics that we both can do, whatever the case may be. But thank you for tuning in. um, again, send me some topics so I can do my research and we can set it up good. But this was a great topic. A lot of people joined. Everybody on the
Yeah,
playback.
that's
Um,
good.
put your comments in. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. If you effing with a queen, and we will probably go live again. I ain't even gonna tell y'all because y'all know I never know, and I be on Black People Time. But I did good today, okay? All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Well,
All
good
right,
luck, and yo, let's do it again.
you already know. All right, talk to you soon, Sam.
All right. See you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, that was Sam. So hopefully we, can definitely do another live show. That'll, be a success. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This definitely was one of my longest shows. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm a little drunk. Okay. Shout and you only see how many joints I smoke. Chill, I'm at your high. Okay, so thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna try to play the intro for y'all as the outro. Hopefully it plays. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you have not already, subscribe, like, comment, all this good stuff. If you effing with a queen, share everything, spread the word. It's your girl Chyna Blakk CB, man. Here's the intro.
CHYNA
It was.
CHYNA
can't lie, still cocky, man, no doubt about it. And yeah, I'm setting prices, yeah, I'm out of pocket. Can't nobody do it like me, and y'all can't deny it. I told him mama change things for the rap game. Princeton, I ain't been the same. For my fame, I need to change. Fuck the fortune and the fame. I gave him hunger, passion, pleasure, pain. You thought a beast like me would really stay tame. I'm trying to stay same and doing this for a minute. I'm convinced there's no gorilla. They love me as a spitter. Is that what's for make you feel like ain't nobody do it like I do? If you don't know the name, you think you're a fool. CD man, no need for an intro. I show it, bro. If you don't know the name, you think you're a fool. No need for an intro. I show it, bro. If they don't know the name, you can never fool. Say, say, CB name. Okay, I just got real hype for myself. That was my shit. All right, I'm out.